Good evening, everybody. Mud building. What comes to your mind when I say that? Maybe something like this, an old, temporary, weak structure. But what if I tell you this is also made out of soil? This looks modern and contemporary, right? The societal image of mud is one of the many issues that we'll be talking about today. Let's look at other problems and opportunities through a small video.
Did you know the construction industry in India accounts for 17% of the nation's total greenhouse gas emissions? This industry has grown by 60% in the last 5 years, making it tough to achieve the goal of net zero emissions by 2070 without changing how we build. Now let's rewind a little. A man who lived long before us, Mahatma Gandhi, the father of India, once proposed a simple yet profound solution: build a home with materials found within a 5-mile radius. So what is this material, you ask? It exists below our feet. Mud. It is sustainable, cost-effective, biodegradable, and regenerative, with possibilities to be molded into earth blocks, panels, and anything you envision. But you may wonder, how strong is it actually? For example, an earth block has a dry compressive strength of 6.5 megapascal, which is twice as strong as a traditional country-fired brick. And how does it handle moisture? Well, stabilized earth blocks have a proven durability even after being submerged in water since 1995. Not only that, earth products do not require firing and instead can be compressed. If compressed, they are produced quickly and locally, reducing the cost and cutting the carbon footprint by 50% while boosting local economies. Now the question is, why should you care? Materials have a greater impact on us than we think. We not only interact around them, but with them, not realizing how they can negatively impact our health or mental well-being. What if we could use natural materials to create resilient and sustainable buildings? Picture a space made of mud, gravel, and clay. You are now experiencing warmth, calmness, and a deeper sensory awareness. You are directly connected to the land beneath you and contributing to not only its well-being, but yours as well. Introducing Earth for Earth, an earth-building innovation and collaboration platform for crafting a lifestyle created by, for, and with the earth.
We are a group of earth enthusiasts coming from diverse skill sets and regions of India, which is where our project is based. And our research question: how can we increase earth-based material accessibility and innovation in India to transform contemporary building practices that foster deeper connection and collaboration with the earth? Now that we've covered opportunity, let's dive deeper into the market.
So, India's construction material market is set to grow by $120 billion in 2025, with a 16% annual growth just in green building by 2030, which is a huge number. Not only that, India was ranked second by the US Green Building Council for LEED certification, which is a global green grading system for their healthy, sustainable, resilient building and design materials in 2022. So we hold a lot of potential. And this is only set to grow in urban areas as it's only increasing from 35 to 68 by 2030. Now, with the opportunity and problem at hand, E4E has identified an urban gap. Earth building is mostly relevant in urban areas, therefore very underutilized and disorganized in urban markets. And we also lack the cultural and emotional significance along with the digital platform to cater to the digital age we are in today. Not only that, other sustainable materials like bamboo and recycled plastic often overshadow earth-based materials and the contemporary and modern potential it holds. Now, did you know that 40% of Indians will be living in urban areas by 2030 for better job opportunities, living conditions? So imagine the amount of land that's going to take. Therefore, our starting location is Mumbai, India's largest metropolitan city, which has rapid urbanization at the moment with a lot of environmental challenges that we're ready to tackle. Now, in this area, we are catering to a primary target audience: architects, interior designers, builders, earth material suppliers that will be responsible for building these urban cities. Secondary target audience: homeowners like us. and educational sectors that hold a similar mindset and material of knowledge sharing that we're trying to take forward. Therefore, here we are, Earth for Earth, an earth building innovation and collaboration platform with a vision to foster a contemporary lifestyle of deeper connection and collaboration with the earth, and a mission to revolutionize earth based material possibilities in our spatial surroundings to add value and mutual care for our planet. We are a platform designed as an ecosystem support model for Earth mindset enthusiasts and builders in urban India for them to connect, learn, collaborate, and innovate their practice through our material marketplace, services like consultancy, and the learn knowledge sharing aspect. We are going to be based out of a bunch of principles. We are going to be based on local material sourcing and on site production, which will lead us to being cost effective and have a supply chain transparency, having a circular economy growth then. Earth-based materials like mud are non-toxic and also hold a low carbon footprint, also making it regenerative and biodegradable. It can be molded and dismantled into anything you can imagine. The equity part. Now, earth-based materials is very labor intensive, so we're going to be based out of a local labor ecosystem. Not only that, we have a very strong cultural and historic significance with these materials, which we want to bring back by heritage craft training and knowledge sharing, and through it all building trust. Now, the most important, the emotional aspect. We want all of you to surround yourself not just between four walls like how we are today, but within an experience. We want you to be in a space where all your senses are awakened and you're experiencing emotion. So here's our platform. We're showing you how we're revolutionizing material choices through our marketplace where we have earth panels, blocks, artifacts, rammed earth, you name it. Once you get to the product, you really understand the size, weight, compressive strength, the carbon footprint it holds, the potential it holds to be used in different projects. Not only that, we have a 3D visualization feature, which is a drag and drop feature to see how the material product is going to look for your project or the space you're working on.
Our services include material innovation and production support, where we'll be helping you sourcing the local material and providing you the machinery for it. Project collaboration support, where we help you both on-site and off-site with your projects and the expertise that we have. Sustainable branding and reporting for spatial branding and ESG reporting. For people who don't know or are curious about earth-based materials and the endless possibility it holds, we, through our newsletters, blogs, and articles, are here to enlighten you. Our revenue streams include the material segment, where we have the marketplace, where we charge 6% per transaction, and the visualization, which is a subscription-based model. Our services include material innovation and consultancy, and sustainable branding and reporting, starting with a nominal fee of $50. Our learn aspect is divided into the online and offline platform. The online services are free for increased market reach and creating awareness to build a community for earth-based materials. And the offline services include workshops, events, and seminars. Our competitive advantage lies in the fact that nothing like us exists. India Mart is a product and material platform not dealing in earth-based sustainable materials and consultancy. Earthitex is a nature-inspired architectural firm focusing on residential, but only biomimicry is their forte. Auroville Earth Institute, our potential partner, is the UNESCO Earth Chair for Earthen Architecture, will benefit from us through our increased market reach, creating awareness, building community, and increased marketing for their services that they provide. We want a potential partnership with Auroville for getting access to their advanced machinery, research and development, expertise, and skill training programs. Our supply partners benefit with this collaboration because we provide them with advanced customer service, a tech support, creating awareness, increased sales through reaching more number of people online and offline. Our clients and customers benefit by coming to Earth for Earth because we provide them with trusted, sustainable material supply partners, providing them production support and building them, helping them build a community and growth in their respective ecosystems. We have external stakeholders, which include investors, certifiers, and government regulators. We are thrilled to share that our pilot project happens with Link Lab, a Phoenix, Arizona-based company. Link Lab, founded by architect William Paluch, deeply resonates with the idea of building indigenously and has decided to collaborate with Earth for Earth to build a coffee shop in Phoenix, Arizona with local materials existing around there.
Thank you, Shirley. Now, moving on to the implementation plan. Our implementation plan has been divided into 3 phases. The first phase is focusing on the business development of our business structure and our online platform. Phase 2 focuses on diversifying our material marketplace and services. And phase 3 focuses on expanding our services geographically. In phase 1, our primary focus will be on establishing the business structure. This will involve developing the platform, ensuring legal compliance, obtaining any necessary licenses and certifications, and onboarding of our suppliers and vendors. We will also be doing a soft launch of our consultation services as a project support on selective basis to meet project needs and develop a client base before the official launch of this service. Phase 2 will transition from anticipation building to active engagement with our audience. This phase will mark the official launch of our consultation services and the introduction of our online educational tool to help spread awareness of the importance of the right materials. Our focus here is mainly on providing valuable services and resources to support our user sustainability journey. And finally, for phase 3, our main focus will be expanding our business's reach and impact through further education efforts and geographical expansion of our suppliers. Our marketing strategies have also been divided into 3 phases. The first phase will aim to build anticipation and awareness for the upcoming launch of our platform. We'll be leveraging our institutional partners, customers, and community to establish a market base and to utilize social media platforms to market our products while holding physical product activations in select cities to meet a diverse range of audience. Phase 2 will leverage the momentum of phase 1 and will aim to highlight the platform's unique offerings and engage our users actively. And phase 3, we will be aiming to continue to expand our brand awareness and engagement in specific locations. Our KPIs, we'll be measuring our platform success by tracking website traffic and customer engagement, the number of suppliers and the client leads that we've developed. These metrics will help give us insights into user engagement, financial performance, and customer satisfaction, guiding our efforts to optimize our success further. And now we're going to move on to the finances.
Now let's talk numbers. Our expenses for phase 1 are laid out in the form of startup costs and operational costs. As our team is skilled to take care of most of the work internally, most of our fund is allocated towards human resource. And our first step towards achieving our big goals is just $76,000, which converts to 63 lakh Indian rupees. Talking about the revenue, most of our revenue comes from consultancy and commissions. And the projections, as you can see, the green color, show a quarterly growth rate of 5%. And we achieve our break-even point in the year 2. So how are we planning to fund this? Our preferred sources or plan A sources consist of grants, venture capital and angel investors. And additionally, we are also looking at crowdfunding platforms and partnerships to further back us up. Our contingency sources or plan B includes bank credits or owner's equity. So now it all boils down to this question: what is our desired impact? We strive to achieve our global goal 17 by creating strategic partnerships with like-minded people. Global goal 12 by responsibly and consciously choosing healthy materials for our spaces. Global goal 8 by boosting local and circular economies. Global goal 4 by changing perceptions and educating people through our offerings. And our ultimate goal, bringing soil and soul together because they belong together. Once again, this is Team Earth for Earth, thanking you for your time and patience. We have sample blocks from one of our supplier partners. Please feel free to come to us after the presentation to get a closer look and feel of the product. And contact us for more information. We are now open for questions and feedback. Thank you so much.
Thank you for that. It was very interesting. Was curious about the if you're trying to build a facility in an area that can't support it, like, I know the whole point is to try to do it like, based on the footprint of the place, but is there thought about like where you're gonna get the materials, and then is it just gonna be kind of a big kind of open, hole in the ground that you're digging all the mud and doing the facilities and stuff like that? And then just longer term, what's the sustainability impact of that?
Okay, so we have on-site and off-site segments for the project. So if you are someone who wants to build with the soil on-site, we provide with machinery suppliers, and we will help with knowledge transfer, knowledge sharing, and we will consult the project and provide you project support. In case of off-site or, for example, prefabricated panels or products, we provide you with transparent local suppliers. We have already created a network of suppliers in India, and we are already in touch with them. So we will provide locally sourced materials and deliver it to the site, making sure they're in a radius of proximity to your site.
Just kind of like that longer term approach though,
Mhm.
you're gonna end up with, holes kind of in the ground or whatever from all the dirt that's being used and stuff like that. So kind of what,
Okay, so generally you excavate the site, right? So when you excavate the site, the earth that comes out of it, the volume of earth that comes out of it can be used for the construction. In terms of larger scale constructions, I have seen a lot of projects where they create, when they dig in the tanks and water bodies on site, sometimes they use the same soil to create the structures on the same land. It's a very wholesome process. Like you dig the same soil, build with it, and then when the life cycle is over, it goes back to the same soil.
thank you.
Just to add to that, every state in India, the government allows you a percentage of the land that can be dug up. So there are these pits that are created. So there are like these lands where you can extract the mud from. So not necessarily any land that you're building on is allowed to be dug up, but there are specified lands that allow it, and every state has their own percentage.
So my question is like if we look at the Indian households, they are not only made of bricks, cements, and plaster, but there's also paint, which is an artificial paint, and which actually consists of chromium oxide, which is very harmful for environment. So how is that sustainable for the nature?
I'm really glad you asked that question. So one of the very key benefits of building with earth, you do not require plaster. Or you can also go with mud plaster, which is a great alternative, non-toxic. You can breathe around it, and it's healthier, and you're not consuming any kinds of toxins, which you just talked about. So I'm really glad you asked that question. Thank you.
One more last question.
Mhm.
It's a good idea. A lot of competitors, I'm sure,
Mhm.
but adaptability. How do you counter adaptability in the current scenario? Like pricing is in India, pricing is so important. So
Uh-huh.
how do you equate the sustainability with the adaptability with the new price?
Again, a great question. The cost effectiveness of Earth actually gives us a big leverage there. So, as you said, adaptability because of the market competition. The biggest competitor is like, cement and block and bricks, countrified bricks, because they're standardized. The only problem is with earth materials sometimes is that it's a lot of experimentation, because when you create composites, you need to figure out the right amount of quantity for each and every local geography. But if you overcome that challenge, the cost effectiveness is one of the biggest benefits for us.
Thank you.
Mhm.
That's all.
Thank you.